What is up, agents? Vivid Shadow here from Vivid Gaming League, and before I talk about patch 1.7, I do want to express my gratitude for how far the division has come. Over the past year, in terms of balance and build diversity, I would say that the game currently is probably the best it's ever been. If you are a day one player like myself, I think we can relate when I say the division has been through some horrible metas and very cheesy exploits. I'm sure that if you have stuck it out like I have, you can appreciate where the game is today. Even with that being said, there are still some issues, and on this video I wanted to address some of my personal opinions and concerns regarding patch 1.7, especially the classified gear and how it will affect build diversity and the high-end loot. I do play on console, so I can only speak from my perspective as a console player. I have not yet got my hands on the PTS, obviously, but hopefully I will receive an invite so I can stream console PTS for the console community and test out some of the changes they've implemented. So let's get to business, shall we? The way they have classified gear set up currently is they will drop already min-maxed with stats higher than our current loot, and you will also have the ability to roll 2 attributes. My concern with this setup is that it will make high-end gear and exotics less viable. Since they will have smaller stat ranges, I think it will force players to choose full classified loadouts instead of having the option of using high-ends with their gear sets. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy my high-end build based around Skull MCs. I also enjoy the option of running 2 or 3 high-ends with a gear set. If this ends up being the case, it will kill build diversity simply because high-ends won't match up and won't be used. Personally, I think high-end gear should have classified versions, or the classified items should drop min-maxed at a stat of 1272, that way the high-ends and exotics can keep up. I also wanted to talk about how they are rolling out classifieds. I think the choice to drop 3 classified gear sets at a time might put players into a box, feeling forced to play those 3 gear sets because they have better stats, gear sets they might not even enjoy. I also wanted to address a few more things before I wrap this up. I know Seeker Mines have been nerfed, and in my opinion rightfully so. They are overpowered in their current state, especially the Airburst mod. I'm still concerned about Striker's 6-piece bonus even after the nerf in PTS Week 2. My opinion also is that Striker's shotgun at the moment is something that might need to be addressed. I think the shotguns right now are in a good place when it comes to base damage, but I feel that the way it stacks with the 4-piece Striker might be a little OP and might need to be cut in half. It's incredibly strong when stacked, and there's still a bit of an auto-aim cheese on console that could probably be pretty OP when considering the new 6-piece Striker bonus as well. So I hope the devs take a look at that, and I know a lot of the community also would probably agree with me when saying that Striker sausage is probably a big problem. But I want to get everybody's feedback and sort of see what we can come up with as a community. I also wanted to talk about status effects for a moment. I know status effects can be kind of an issue in PvP, and I noticed that the PTS Week 2 they added a short immunity to status effects after proccing a medkit. Thank God, because I was so tired of using a medkit to get, the on-fire status effect gone, only to have the on-fire status effect reapplied immediately. I wanted to say that I hope they don't forget about the energy bar consumable, as I think that should probably proc a short immunity as well after consumed. And like I said, I honestly just want to hear everybody's opinions on whether or not you think classifieds are going to ruin high-ends. I think that's a legitimate concern. I mean, I know as a community, most of us enjoy our Tenacious Mask and Refreshed. Refreshed is fucking bae. I love Refreshed. And it would suck to see those things just not be used anymore because these high-ends, or these classifieds, have a ridiculously higher stat range. So we'll see what ends up happening with the PTS, and I mean that's kind of why we have the PTS in the first place, correct? Is to kind of test these things, and thank God for the PTS because I could only imagine what the patches would be like if there wasn't one. Actually, I think I already know what the patches are like without a PTS, and it's pretty hellacious, so thank God for the PTS. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to hit the follow button, and hit me up on Twitch. I also stream regularly. VividGamingLeagueVGL is our Twitch account. And I'll see you in the Dark Zone.